I recently received this 1945 era Chesla ship's bell clock for restoration. I've completed the movement and now it's time to clean this dial up. It's a silvered, solid brass dial. Numbers have been recessed using an acid etch process, then filled with black paint. There's scratches and nicks around the keyholes left from the key hitting it. The silvering is starting to degrade around some of the numbers, and there was a logo of some type applied to the dial here that someone removed. Up close, the exposed brass shows up as dark oxidized areas. These near the winding holes are from the key contacting the dial. Oxidized brass around the numbers is slowly creeping away from them into the field of the dial. These small areas could be corrected by cleaning and resilvering the dial. This butchered area here is cause for concern. The owner would like to have a nice looking dial. No amount of touching up and silvering will make these gouges disappear. It will need to be completely resurfaced down to the same depth of the deepest gouge. When resurfacing a dial like this, all the peripheral parts need to be removed. The hour hand isn't too bad to remove. It's friction fit with a taper to the hour wheel cannon. These keyhole grommets are solid brass and will need to be removed. They're a two-piece grommet that have been flared on this top side. I know of no practical way of removing and reusing them. Just a little more and these gouges will be gone. I was able to remove all the scratches and gouges. It's ready to resilver now. Time to fabricate these keyhole grommets. They turned out great. Just need to do a fit check and finish the rough edges. The dial is resilvered and looks great. Now to fit the new keyhole grommets. Perfect fit. The back side of the grommet needs a taper put on the ID so it can be flared without splitting the brass. Now the front side needs the finish radius formed on it. Looking much better. Clean these with an abrasive to prep them for silvering. The silvering compound and a small amount of water. A couple of minutes in the solution should do it. Now to rub them down with some cream of tartar. They look good. This paper will protect the front of the dial and grommet while flaring the back side to lock them in place. This ball bearing has the correct radius for the flare. They look good. Remove this paper. This movement ended up being an excellent timekeeper. Set the hour hand to the correct position. Install the minute hand. The reflector. Bezel. With the bezel mounted, the keyhole grommets look great. All traces of those deep gouges are gone. Nice looking dial now. Looking at the back of this clock, we can see it was the clock that was assigned to the crew's mess hall. This serial number matches the movement serial number inside. Puts the date between 1945 and 1949. Here there's some paint left from the sailor assigned to painting the ship. A nice running 1945 era chestless ship's bell clock.